Hey guys, what's up? Good morning. I'm Andrew. I don't want to work anymore. And as always, we trade the Nasdaq. And I got a reminder here to trade my model. So, which is going to be really hard to do today because I'm expecting lower prices. But we'll see what happens. I guess it's still possible to make a new high here, maybe even reach up into this first or this 1 minute fair value gap. That's way back from, I think Friday was made, whenever the big sell-off was, and then break lower and we can target, you know, this new day opening gap, maybe true day open, so midnight. If not, there's some relatively equal lows in Asia that we can hit up, which wouldn't be a complete gap closure, so that looks pretty good too. So that's the game plan. So that is my model. I'm looking for a move above, let's see here, let's make it nice and big. I'm looking for a move above my 7 to 9 a.m. range, inversing a fair value gap and breaking lower. Usually I would take profit right here, but we'll see what we get. So we'll play it by ear. But there's some relatively equal lows. Easy profit objective there. How big is this range? 63 points. Yeah, that's good. We can get an entry above here and an exit here at 63 points. That's gonna be good enough for me for a day. So, although these look pretty juicy down here too, I think we're going to be breaking down. When you look at the chart zoomed out, I'm bearish, totally bearish. So this is going to provide us support this morning, or resistance, I guess, and then breaking lower. Or I could be wrong, and we're going to be reaching for new highs, but we don't have that kind of news in the forecast, so I don't know what the catalyst would be for us to just keep on going. Oh, earnings. Who's reporting earnings today? Is it Apple? We might have to look. Anyway, let's get set up here. We got less than a minute to get going here. 50 seconds, 46 seconds. Right here. Where's price? New day opening gap is going to be a little bit smaller. Say something like that. Trade my model. Gotta bring this over closer so it's a constant reminder. And there's the opening bell. Okay, let's get after it. Good luck, everyone. Get the 15 minutes set up here. Mark out opening price. There we go. And there's our end dog. Nice run up last night. I like that. But I'm looking for, we're deep in premium, so time to come back to earth before pushing higher. down to this breaker, and then we can go higher. Let's see what happens. So also the model, it doesn't matter whether we break the top first or the bottom, but we just need that one of those levels to be taken, and then we can take an inversion. So far mixed. We also have like this nice accumulation, this sideways movement. So power 3, we're going to accumulate, we'll manipulate up, and then we'll see our inversion and break lower, targeting the high or the low. But if we do go up, if we go down first, which I don't think we're going to do, we'll be targeting up here into this fair value gap. Had a pretty good workout this morning. I'm gonna pull up my microphone here. Also going to be journaling our trades. I do that. I'm getting into the habit of that. I have my notepad here beside me. I want to write down my game plan here, but you know, the game plan is always the same. That's trade my model, but initially bullish, then looking for shorts. This might take some time to pan out. I don't know how fast it's going to happen, but I imagine we'll have to wait until the macro for this to pan out, but we'll see. Yesterday's price action was super choppy, which I guess could be expected after all the big moves that we've had, you know, between Friday and Monday and then Tuesday. And then it was time to get a little manipulate or a little bit of an accumulation in the morning, and then it moved nicely. Just keep an eye on the 15-minute. We've got this 15-minute FVG that hasn't been closed above yet, which will happen here. But I'm expecting a breakdown. Now turning around. It's probably nice for, it's not my model, but we got bullish order flow. Frankie B, how you doing, my dude? What's going on today? How were your trades yesterday after I closed the stream? Did you take any more trades? What's up, eh? No, that was dumb for you. Right on. Well, how you doing today? What's going on? What are you looking for? I'm looking for a bullish move up, and then I'm looking for a reversal. But I have to trade my model, so no matter which level here gets taken, I need to be ready for an inversion. But we got this beautiful accumulation just going sideways, so we'll be looking for the power of 3. And I believe it'll go up. It's just poised to go up and then come down aggressively. Ah, I got the washing machine fixed. So what was it? Was it that board you were talking about? Also, we have this mega sized new day opening gap. How big is this thing? I think I need a new mouse. 195 points. Ah, sweet. Replace the PCB. What does PCB stand for? Do you know, or they just call it that? Programmable control board? Is that what it is? Something like that. 195 point new day opening gap. So definitely, if we can get a premium price, we're going to be looking for, ah man, every time I get like a price in mind, I just need to cut it in half is what I've found. Printed circuit board? Oh yeah, printed circuit board, that's for sure. Oh, so my forklift maintenance. You know what? Yesterday was one of those days that I liked my job. So not that I have a bad job. I do actually like my job, but man, I think I drove like 3 hours to get to this one customer site, and yeah, I was like really worried that, well, I wasn't worried, it just is what it is, but like there was like a whole bunch of other of my competitors that looked at this forklift and no one's been able to figure out what's wrong with it, and like they said like they'll start it and then it'll die in like 30 seconds. And so, you know, I go out there and I look at it, the battery's dead, we boost it, and you know, I told them best case scenario, we'll find out what's wrong with it today, and then we'll you know, order a part, and then it'll be fixed some other day. But man, it was super easy. Like they had I scanned it, they had a whole bunch of codes, and they're all random. Like none of the codes made sense, they were all over the place. So right away I'm thinking, okay, well that's not normal when you have codes all over the place. So I cleared them, and I still got a whole bunch of codes that came back that didn't make sense. So I digged a little deeper, and I saw like the system voltage was only like 9 volts. I'm like, well, that's not right. And we're looking for our inversion now at any point in time. This is the first presented fair value gap down here, but if we inverse this one up there, I'm looking for, yeah, anytime now. I like this. This is exactly what I wanted. Premium and then down. Anyway, long story short, all I'm getting at is what was wrong with this thing? The alternator was only putting out 9.5 volts, and I want to see over 14. So 9 is not enough on a 12 volt system, and that's why it would die within 30 seconds. And then I found out that, like, I looked at the alternator and the belt was loose. And so if the belt's loose, then it won't grab the pulley on the alternator that much, and so it slips on there. And so best case scenario ever, I tightened the belt, and it had a nice grab on there, and I got 13.5 volts out of there. So I fixed it right there on the spot, less than an hour. and they were super stoked, and they said I'm their new favorite guy. So that's the end of my story. That's how my day went yesterday. But then I did go see one of my competitors. They have a forklift on their site that they need me to fix, and it's been it hasn't been going well. I don't know what's wrong with this thing. I haven't seen anything like it before, but basically this one came into their shop. It was running. One of their mechanics did some work on it, and then and it hasn't run since, and now it's my problem. Naketo, sorry, I'm butchering your name. Nateko, Kateko. How do this work? Which part? Which part are you looking for a description on, like my strategy here? I gotta get ready. Oh boy. Don't take off on me. 32 points. Okay, I got a limit order on here, looking for a retracement back up into this fair value gap. We have broken above my place, my orders placed waiting to get tagged. Yeah, same here, bro. So the strategy is we wait for the 7 to 9 a.m. range to get broken. We did that. We have it our inversion. And we have a limit order set. I don't know if we're gonna get it. It's way up too high, I think. We'll see what happens if we can get this entry here. So this is the model. 249. Okay. And we got this mega sized new day opening gap down here. I think New York is I have to do 2 to 1 minimum, so that's where it's at. It is what it is. I'm afraid Frankie's gonna go away without us. Nice work, man. When you fix things quicker, does that mean you can wrap up your day quicker, or do you have to go on to the next job even if it was scheduled the next day? Well, yeah, so you know, I get paid the same every day, but you know, I get paid 8 hours a day, but you know, ideally they want me to bill 8 hours a day. So yeah, I gotta keep moving on to the next one until I fill my day, basically. But it's a little bit more relaxed than that, to be honest. But so it's good like that. It's pretty relaxed. Like I take my Yo, how are your trading? Okay. My order is placed, waiting to get tagged. Sorry. How are your... Okay, my strategy, Kateco. Yeah. Sorry, bro. My strategy is... I got my indicators here. So it automatically maps out from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. New York time. It marks out the high and the low. And then when market opens, I am looking for the price to come up above that high or the low, whichever one goes first. And then we have here, I'll draw it again, but let me pick a different color, something a little bit brighter. Let's use pink. Bill. Yeah, okay. I'll start again. So this candle right here broke above, and on the way up it made a box right in here. This big candle expanded up, and we have this wick and this wick. That's our fair value gap. And then when we crossed over and closed below it, that is my signal that we can go lower. And so I would place, and what I did, I put my order here. Sorry, that's the wrong one. I put my order based on the top of this fair value gap here, the start of it. The stop loss is going up here, and I'm targeting that low for 7 a.m. So I'm removing my order because I did not get it, because yesterday I got reversed. So I'll have to... Oh, now we're in the macro. So that's the strategy there. So it would have already won, I guess, if I wanted a better price, unfortunately, is what I wanted. But I could have entered here. I could have put my stop loss up here for 39 points, and I could have targeted that, but the risk to reward wasn't good enough. It's only 34 points, so it's like a 0.87. It's not even a 1-to-1. So we'll see if we can get a better price in here. Now we're inside the macro, so we'll just wait. I still want to go lower. Okay, I think I'm in. I am in. Okay. This isn't exactly my model, so that's the only thing I'm scared of, is that I placed this trade, but it's not what I should have done. That makes sense. But we'll babysit this trade. Get New York open, maybe. Yeah, this isn't looking good. Might be okay. It could be setting up a second model to go lower if it comes down again. Yeah, I'm hoping that this fair value gap is gonna hold. Hoping we're gonna get resistance here. If it closes above, then we're gonna have to, I think, close the trade. I got too much green. I need a different color in here. Purple. Purple's not bad. Just need the right hue of purple. Okay. Yeah. Frankie P's right. We need a big push down here, but I think it's gonna make a new high one more time before going lower. Just might be a little early here. Since we're in the macro, let me think here. What's the hourly gonna do? I got time. I'm closing this trade. Closing it prematurely because here it goes on the reversal. What's it gonna do on the hourly? The new hour is gonna print. Is it gonna make a new high? No, I don't believe so. Is it gonna break down? Let's see here. It is gonna break down. It's gonna go higher now. So I think my stop was safe still, but we closed above that FVG, so that trade's over. That's literally the strategy, is, you know, to be safe. If you can get in, above and then exit out here, that's like best case scenario. So I'm still looking for shorts, but it looks like it'll have to be once price gets up here. Well, that's the accumulation, the manipulation higher. If we get an inversion here, actually any inversion after this, I will take another short. Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna accumulate, we're gonna manipulate, and then we're gonna come down. And probably here at the 9 a.m. Sorry, 10 a.m. candle. So we'll push up and make a new high on the new hour candle, and then we'll come down. So the setup will be, we're gonna come up and then we're gonna come down like that, and hopefully we can find an inversion in here. But I probably won't even wait for that. I'll probably take one up here. And I can't forget to trade my model. What was our, remember yesterday? How big was that manipulation? Right, this is like a measured move. How do we? At least a 1. Right? So if this was our accumulation, a 1. Is gonna be up here. One standard deviation. If we can get above here, that's gonna be a really nice short to go lower. But if we inverse here, I'll still take that. So there's our 7 a.m. candle pushing up right there. Look at her go. Come on. Take that one off. Just a little bit higher. Let's go. Waiting for a reversal. I usually like to make one FEG when it makes 2 and comes back. I always feel like they end up being consolidation. What do you think? When it makes 2 and comes back, I always feel like they end up being a consolidation. Yeah. I hear what you're saying. Let's just see here. That's exactly what happened yesterday. So it's a little bit choppy. Our first presented fair value gap is in here. So we created it, we inversed it, we crossed over it again, and then now we're respecting it. So this could be a long here. Actually, this might be, look at this, on the 15-second, your consolidation, your manipulation, and your move lower. I think we might be inversing in here now. It's probably going to make a fair value gap right here. Maybe not, but it's gonna leave this 15-second open. I'm getting ready for a short here. I like this here, and the risk is small. Just this on the 15-second says we're ready to go. Could be totally wrong, but I would have liked to have a little bit more patience and waiting for, well, it did touch there, the bottom of that candle. But a little bit higher would have been nice, but waiting for perfection, sometimes you're gonna miss moves. So just gotta be comfortable with the drawdown. So my RR is, let's move this up a little bit better. So 27-point stop. Targeting the low for 74 points. Made a nice top on that 1 hour candle. Okay, remove a bunch of stuff here. Take off our opening price. I move my stop to above the recent wick high. I think if it goes above that, now it's probably going to new highs again, I reckon. I think it's August, bro, and we're going lower. We made our high, you know, last week, and this chart just says we're going lower. To me, I've been wrong in the past, but you know, if you've seen any ICT stuff, it looks exactly like the 2022 model, right? You got this accumulation, this manipulation up, the drop down, and then yeah, it's not exact. I would like to see it kind of chop around in here a little bit more and then come up to today's level and then drop lower, but who knows? It doesn't look perfect, but and then this doesn't look so great right now. Not bad. Still looks safe on the 15-second, but this liquidity up here kind of makes me think I'm a little too early. But there was the little spike up into that FEG. So not bad. But the greed's getting me. I'm feeling if I'm right, you know, how low is it gonna go today into the new day opening gap? Let's measure this thing out. There we go. Dropping like a stone coming out of that macro. %50 of the gap. 50% of the gap. This is almost at New York Open. Well, let's see. Because I'm trading this prop firm, I can only get so many points. So how many points is that gonna be? Max I can get is 250, I believe, so I'm safe. Maybe that's what I should be doing. Trying to get some of my losses back. My brother's gonna be mad. I made him sell Palantir last week and it's just flying. Oh, what price did you get stopped out at? Was that ringtone? Man, that sounded old school. No, it's Financial Juice. Financial Juice. That's an app. It's like the economic calendar. It tells you when the news or everything financial. Oh my God. So I'm a huge investor in Intel. Actually, I think I'm just gonna take this win whenever it comes here. Small base hits. Build back my account. But I will reduce my risk to here. So what's that stop now? 12-point stop. I was short, just too tight with the stop. I moved my stop from the highs to just above the lower high and it got me when it touched the 15-second FEG. Yeah, you just gotta wait a little bit until at least it gets behind or below this low here. So yeah, or like this low here, and that's what sets up the break lower. Not that it's not going to retrace, but there's no FEGs here on the... This is actually pretty good. Actually, I don't know if that's good news or not. On the 1 minute, not to have a single FEG on the way down here. It's either going to get super heavy, or it's going to come back up. We'll see. But Intel, what happened to Intel? Oh my god. So on Financial Juice, Trump is calling for the immediate... No, sorry, not on Financial Juice. On Yahoo Finance. I have a lot of money in Intel, and he's asking for the resignation of this guy. What are you talking about? Because you have -1, you can't take a partial, can you? When you start trading 2 contracts, will you take partials or just the full thing each time? Yeah, so I am trying to figure that out. I haven't had the time to how would you say, test that strategy? Because yeah, ideally that's what I would want to do, is put 2 contracts on, take partial, you know, say my first partial was here at the obvious low, and then you know, and then have a runner, like you say, just have a runner all the way down. See what the fib retracement on this would be all the way from the top. 50%. Okay guys, well, unfortunately we're not going to find out if I win this trade just yet. You can let me know if I get to the lows, but I've moved it down further since it's not going to happen on the stream, so I might as well just hold on for the rest of the day. And I think we're going lower, so I'm pretty confident in that. Let's see if there's a 2 minute here, just real quick. Okay, so there's a nice big 2 minute FVG here. This is, and we just moved up into there. So we consolidated, we just tapped up above it there on the last 2 minute candle. And we're probably free to go lower now. But the rest of this should be safe. If this gets inversed, then Yeah, I'm totally wrong. I think I can go to break even. No, there's no point. 12 bucks is 12 bucks or 24 bucks. That's not going to make or break my account. So we're just going to keep it there. And I need to go have breakfast, make tea. Could end up being worse over the long run, or could be good to be able to lock in something each time. Yeah, I know. I think whenever this account gets blown or whatever, I think going to like a $50,000 account and using 2 contracts just so you can take a partial off and then move it to break even when you're in the right move makes sense. And then being able to get, you know, target something a little bit lower. Is definitely the move. I'm gonna move this just right here. That's good enough. But let's see if this last 2-minute gets respected. It closed inside it. It's not the best news, but we'll see. Anyway, I gotta go. You guys have a great day. Thanks for sticking around, and good luck trading today, and have yourselves a good day or evening, whatever, wherever you guys are in the world. See you later.